can hear the storm brewing. I can feel it.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Tonight we'll see the Dallas Wings as they play against the Las Vegas Aces. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And with the season in its early stages here, teams are trying to gather momentum.
That's the goal right now. Don't dig a hole for yourself and just get into a position of confidence.
Yeah, as competitive as the WNBA is, success at this time of the year is so important.
Here we go. So Las Vegas will get the first possession. Here's Agunbawale. Pass to Goddess. Back to Agunbawale. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, whether Arike is off the dribble, screen, catch and shoot, spotting up, whatever, she hits threes pretty much every way possible.
Here's Willie. And there's the whistle. That goes on Dolson. That is her first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
So it's Dallas now. It's a three-point game. Up top, Sheldon. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here is Goddess. Inside. And so it looks like the Aces will retain possession here. Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Wilson from outside the arc. And the Aces, another 3.
A complex offensive game makes Wilson so difficult to defend. Coaches must have a hard time game planning against her.
When you think about dominant players in the league, A'ja Wilson right now is the first person that comes to mind.
Well, her game really speaks for itself, doesn't it? And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And the basket by Hamby.
Never a player short on effort. Dearica Hamby, a winning player. Second chance points can be the difference most nights.
Now here is Goddess. Pass to Dolson. Down low. A nice shot by Wilson.
Please don't take your eyes off her because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Here's Willie. Sheldon outside. Fires from deep. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Here in the first with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, using recognition and awareness, Agunbawale is able to make the unselfish delivery.
The Wings trail. Hamby outside. Pass to Carlton. Now Brown. Here's Sheldon. The 15-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
2 points. That one goes in.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Here's Willie. Pass to Hamby. Sheldon. Carlton. She's covered by Allen. Can they get it? And it's Dolson with the rebound. Now the Aces with it. Here's Allen. She's covered by Brown. And stolen by Brown. To the middle. Here's Hamby. Finished off the break.
Zero problems running rim to rim for Hamby. A gifted athlete, her long strides make up lots of ground quick.
Arike on the wing. And again, it's Las Vegas.
This is a team that's completely focused on the task at hand. What an impressive start to this game.
They picked the full court man-to-man.
Going with the most grueling kind of D possible. They're looking to make something happen here, and I like it.
Pass to Brown. Here's Willie. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon. Just 5 to shoot. Hamby sets a screen. Here's Sheldon. Off the mark there with the three.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You've got to go right back to that shot. Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Such a hot start.
Now here's Sheldon. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
She might want to maybe defer for a while. She's had her chances this quarter, but nothing's falling.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
The three. And stolen by Dolson. And Wilson gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Here's Willie. To stop the run. And it's Dolson with the rebound. Goddess with the ball. Pass to Allen. Goddess. On the wing, Rebecca Allen. Ogunbowale gets a three-pointer to fall.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Brown. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over Dolson. Here's Sheldon. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Look at Sheldon getting in there and finding a way to get the bucket.
And it's the Aces with the ball. The lead is 15. Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, you can get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, and, of course, Aces season in full swing.
Here's Willie. Goes back up. That will not drop. Still looking for a groove. 1 for 6 from the floor.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
And Wilson gets it to go.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Here's Willie. Sheldon outside. And the outside from the arc. Rebound by Goddess. Here's Las Vegas. Here's Wilson. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
She's created some good opportunities for herself.
So it's Dallas now. Here's Willie. Pass to Carlton. Here's Brown. And she can't stop the run as that misses. Here's Wilson. She's covered by Hamby. A nice shot by Wilson.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Here's Sheldon. Shoots from 8. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Pass to Allen. Shoots. Again, Las Vegas.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
And here's Carlton. Brown with it. Guarded by Dolson. Here's Carlton. Allen with the rebound.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Yeah, pretty clear. They've come out with the better energy and effort thus far.
Now here is Goddess. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. 3 on the clock. Agunbowale, defended by Sheldon. And it's Wilson missing. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. The Aces on top, running away with it. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Aces here, guys.
Not too much trouble for them in the rebounding department as they've really dominated the glass.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle down low and really limited second chances.
And she banks in the layup. And here are the Aces now. Oop, they pick the pass. Off target at the rim. Pass to Reese. And here's Goddess. Three-pointer. That doesn't go, and she's 0 for 1 from the field. Hamilton covering. Rebound by the Aces. Out to the wing. Here's Goddess. The three-pointer is on target.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Dallas with the ball. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
17-foot shot on the way. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Covered by Goddess. Shoots a 3. Heidemann, no good. And the Aces with possession. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Out to the right wing. And here's Goddess. Fires for three. Another three for Las Vegas.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
And they're getting beat up pretty bad out there.
Yeah, you know, they can't keep up the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Yeah, or this game will be over quickly. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. A special move before the shot.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Now Goddess. 6 points for her. And the aces, another three.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Here's Heidemann. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What terrific hustle. She's got a nose for those rebounds.
Wow, she is ferocious when that ball goes up.
And that's what they've got her out there for, making plays like that.
Now here is Goddess. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Goddess. Takes the three. Another three for Las Vegas.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Heidemann. Lets the three fly. She made that one. Basket number 3 for her, and she's also missed 2.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Another three for Las Vegas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Outside, Diggins-Smith. Goddess. Back to Diggins-Smith. From past the arc, another three for Las Vegas.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Covered by Goddess. Amanda Zawibi with the defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
And that one's good. Goddess.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
No luck on that one. Amanda Zawibi with the defensive effort. Lainey Hamilton on the wing. And the aces, another three.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
Here's Heidemann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. It's hauled in by Reese.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Hamilton covering. Pass to Heidemann. She tries for three. It's hauled in by the Aces.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Goddess with the ball. 12 points for her. Now Reese. She's covered by Hamby. To the paint. Zowie B gets the bucket.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
Here's Heidemann. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Offensively, she's hurting them more than she's helping them this quarter.
It's Amanda Zowie B, high post. Goddess. From outside, off the mark.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Over to the left wing. Here's Heidemann. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple. Outwork. She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
So it's Dallas now. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Covered by Goddess. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Heidemann. Trying her luck from deep. And it's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Her three-point shot has been real rough here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped her from attempting them, but it's time to give it a rest.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense has stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
And there's the pick. Covered by Goddess. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Inside. And that one's good. Goddess.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Drops in the tray. Here's Goddess. Up in time. Oh, and she just knocked down the buzzer beater. Wow.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Aces on top, just dominating this one. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. We've seen Goddess really having a great game here.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Dallas with the ball. Now here's Sheldon. Pass to Brown. Here's Willie. Guarded now by Agungawale. Wilson pulls it down. And here are the Aces now. And that one's good. Goddess.
Great read by Wilson, a post who can move the rock. That is why you want Asia to have the ball.
Ogunbowale with the steal. Goddess. For three. And Carlton pulls it down. For all the success Ogunbowale has had in the WNBA, her heroics at the college level still really stand out.
Absolutely. Her buzzer beater to win the national title in 2020 is a magical moment. And it was no layup. We're talking about a fadeaway three with the defender all over her.
Yeah, just an elegant offensive weapon. Wilson has way too many go-to moves to count. Defenses have a hard time keeping up with her.
Here's Willie. Pass to Carlton. Five to shoot. Hamby from downtown. And the three ball is good.
Effective moving the ball from the front court. Hamby's a willing passer.
Dolson with it. Here's Allen. She's got 10. Pass to Goddess. The fadeaway. And again, it's Las Vegas.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Willie. She's got 6. Sheldon outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Aces.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around. I don't care how you look at it. She's having a great game from outside.
Here's Willie. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Their offense scuffling a bit in the second half. Just 1 for 5.
Pass to Wilson. Over Hamby. And again, it's Las Vegas.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now here's Sheldon. Now Carlton. Now here's Brown. Guarded by Dolson. Here's Willie. 6 to shoot. Here's Carlton. And another miss by Dallas. Here's Las Vegas. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the catch.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Now Goddess. She's got 27. Back to Dolson. Hamby grabs the miss. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon. Wide open, but couldn't capitalize.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
Ogunbowale from long range hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Now here's Sheldon. Pass to Brown. Here's Willie. From deep. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
It hasn't been a very good day for her, guys, and her team really needs her, desperately needs her to start burying those shots.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 16. Drills the three-pointer.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Here's Willie. There's the triple. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Goddess. There's the three. Brown grabs the board.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Golson. That's foul number 2 for her. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Heidemann. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Now here is Goddess. She has 30. Outside Powers. Bangs home the trifecta.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Here's Willie. 8 points for her. They set the pick. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Powers. Goddess with the ball. Outside, Herbert Harrigan. Misses the three. Here's Willie. Can't get it to fall. Outside Powers. Pass to Goddess. Outside.
We've seen Herbert Harrigan improve this aspect of her game. Now a legitimate threat from three-point range.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
From 12 feet out, the rebound by Goddess. Back to Powers. Plenty of space. That one drops for her.
With the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
Pass to Heidemann. Here's Willie, covered by Goddess. Nails from three-point land.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Las Vegas. Here's Taylor. Fires the three. And the aces another three.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Here's Willie, covered by Goddess. Here's Willie, covered by Goddess. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Now the aces with it. Outside, Herbert Harrigan. Another three for Las Vegas.
Great shooting reflexes from Herbert Harrigan. Her team setting her up, and she knocks it down.
Here's Willie, covered by Goddess. She She gets it in there.
She has definitely turned things around in this game. She was more of a background player in the first half, but here in the second half, she's looking like a star.
Goddess with the ball. Shoots the three. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Aces on top, running away with this one. And we're coming back right after this break to get the 4th quarter started. Welcome back, 4th quarter.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Willie. The floater. The rebound by Goddess. Over to the wing. To the middle. Here's Dolson. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
You know, she might be a big, but Dolson is not someone you want to send to the line. She's over 85% there, one of the best clips in WNBA history. They're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And that's the right thing to do with the league. You want to keep going at defenders and find a way to get to the line.
Get those freebies.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front, and it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Pass to Carlton. Brown, guarded by Dolson. Sheldon outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Willie. Deflected. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Wings able to keep the ball here. Clock at 6. Sheldon outside. The three. Taylor grabs the board.
I don't know if she just ran out of gas or what, but she's been awful since the second half started. Got to get recharged.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
To the wing, right side. Here's Goddess. Yes, and a nice assist from Kiki Herbert Harrigan.
Good heads-up basketball by Herbert Harrigan, getting the ball to a wide-open teammate.
Here's Willie. Pass to Carlton. Sheldon right side. To end the run. Poked away. And the basket by Brown.
Talk about playing with intensity. On the offensive glass, Brown is a matchup nightmare.
Outside Powers. The three ball sinks the triple.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's Willie. Here's Carlton. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
Got that bucket in no time at all.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Here's Willie. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon. Brown with the screen. Here's Sheldon. And that one good. Here's Powers. here is Goddess. Launches it. No good. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but to execute